Okay, we're recording.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is the Government Relations Subcommittee on January 12th, 2026. Our agenda is really just two items. One is, I think, to approve our minutes. Is that true, Betsy?
That's correct.
Okay, and the other is to talk about our priorities for the legislative meeting we will be having in February. When are we
That's
having
right.
that meeting?
Monday,
Okay.
February 9th. Yep.
Okay, it's good to know. So can we do the minutes first? What were the minutes? What I read them, but I don't remember what the date was.
And
December
sorry,
15th.
just super quick, what
Yeah.
time is that meeting?
We meet with the legislators from 4 to 5:30. We do it on Mondays because that's the best day for them. They generally aren't called into session on Mondays. So if we picked another day of the week, there's a chance they might be called into session and would have to cancel. I
Okay.
hope that I've sent everyone a calendar invite for that, but if not, let me know.
You very well might have. Apologies.
We hold it
Okay,
in the school committee room.
Right, we
And,
meet in person in the school committee room. I do have a Zoom link available, but it is nice if you can come in person.
I see it and I've now replied.
I got it. Betsy, you're always on top of
Okay,
everything.
well,
Everything.
She is. Yeah, she is.
Okay, sorry.
No,
fine, all right.
that's good to know.
So the meeting minutes are from December 15th, 2025.
And I will move those minutes. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Carolyn. Bob, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Okay, Carolyn?
I vote yes.
And I vote yes as well. Okay. So now we're going to move into looking at what you did for us, Carolyn. Thank you so much. So
Sure.
looks like Betsy's going to share the screen.
Yep.
Did you have a chance to look at this, Bob?
Yes, I did.
Not to put you on the spot, just checking. Okay. So we're going to, is that the $500,000 that we got last year? Is that the one in red?
It is now. My memory from the finance meeting is that was the total amount, but it was scheduled to go through the town school split. So I don't know if the school department received 500, but
Okay.
yes, that is what we're talking, the extra money that we got, which
Yeah.
was substantial.
It was substantial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we want to have a number and would we confirm that with Susan?
Yeah, let me see if I can confirm that number and I'll add it if I can, because that might be nice to do.
Yeah, especially if it's quite large.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be helpful. Okay, anything else that we want to put at the top, which is our thank you, right?
I didn't know what else to say here.
Yeah, no, that's, I'm asking if anybody has anything.
Well, the top is always our thank you, and then, our update to them about what's been happening here.
Right. So Cynthia Cream actually has done quite a few things recently, sponsoring some bills. I don't know if we want to thank her separate, personally. I mean, she did a Mass Data Privacy Act. Now it's gone to the House. She was part of a cell phone in schools, and that's going to the House.
Right.
And she is protecting libraries from politically motivated book bans. So I didn't know if we just wanted to shout out to her for doing that or not. It's up to people.
Yeah. So I just feel I'm happy to go along with whatever the more experienced people think is the right way to do this. None of it's going to be a hill to die on for me. So would we, you're saying to add a line here specifically naming her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the bills that like Tommy has sponsored, these are, Cynthia tends to sponsor bills. I don't know if Tommy does or not. He may be a co-sponsor or one of many signatories. I don't know, but I don't know. What do you think about that, Betsy? If we just had a line saying special thank you to Senator Cream for and naming these three things, just not paragraph, just a line.
I'll add whatever you'd like. I don't know if it'll be awkward to call out one and not others, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
for
right.
you
Well,
to
she's our only
decide.
senator. That's what I
Right,
want.
that's true, yep.
She's our only senator. Well, we don't have to do that. We can, just in our conversation, we can bring things up because I think you do mention the cell phone later, right? Carolyn, did you put that in?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So maybe it's just enough to say thank you for the extra money. And we should say something about peer school, I think,
Okay.
being on budget and on time. So it could be one of those little bullets there. We're pleased to report. You think that would make sense?
Sure.
Yeah, I think we should have a line saying, and just, an update that the peer school is on budget and on time. And thank you for your support.
Right, if
So-
everyone agrees, I can add that after the meeting.
Yeah, okay. Bob, what do you think?
I'm good. I'm good with that.
Okay. Okay, so let's go back up for just a second.
Sure, yeah.
Do we think Val's gonna do this?
I will check, you mean in terms of leading the meeting?
Yeah,
Yeah, I will check that. I kind of assumed, but I'll find out.
yeah, okay.
And Bella comes to this.
Yes,
Yes, she'll be there.
and generally, I think Suzanne might have mentioned before, but Bob, maybe you didn't hear it. We have like 15 minutes where it's just, some chatting before the meeting really begins. Then we usually start with kind of an opening from Val, or maybe it's Suzanne as government relations chair, if Val's not there. Maybe a few opening words from Bella, and then each of the legislators has a couple of minutes to talk about some of their priorities and action steps and things they want to share. Then we kind of come to this document and it all kind of rolls together then with our priorities, generally lining up with things that they're doing, and that serves as generates the rest of the conversation for the rest of the meeting.
By the time each of them speaks, it takes up the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And we want them to. And then, of course, we can ask questions as well.
Okay.
Okay, so that looks good to me. How's that look, Bob? And Carolyn, you wrote it, but is there anything else you wanted to put in?
Well, I have a
My-
couple of questions, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
I mean, in terms of government relations in general, I think you guys I know I sent that article about the financial perfect storm that the state is in and local school systems are in, with the finances. So every community is really facing the stuff that we are at different levels of disaster. So, again, you guys have been doing this. How do you approach the legislators in terms of emphasizing the critical nature of state funding under the circumstances that we have?
Mhm,
How do we do that?
mhm.
Well, we have it
I mean,
here.
I know they gave us additional 516 last year, which is going from 75 to 150 per kid. That's great. But obviously we had a major deficit that went way, way beyond that. And it looks like we may have that again. So again, how do we approach the legislators about the budget and finance and the challenge that we face?
Yeah, so we don't typically go over our budget as such, right? I mean, but it's in many articles right now and in several pending bills, particularly around the cost of insurance. This is a huge burden on towns. They know that, but we have this little paragraph here that says our focus is on fiscal health and stability. That's kind of where we say it.
Yeah.
I might have taken out, I don't have last year's in front of me. I might have taken something out about the extreme pressures, just so that it wasn't sort of the exact same document, but we could, say our focus is on the fiscal health and stability of our school system, period, or comma. And if you wanted to just add something like, in the current, something about the pressures and the climate and the current situation and sort of.
Yeah, do we have anything about an override? I forget, did you put anything in?
Yeah,
I forget what
the
that is.
fourth bullet above says,
Right, an override,
working with our
okay.
town partners to
Yeah.
define the context and parameters of a possible operating override request.
Yeah,
But certainly, Bob, if you wanted to add like a second clause to that, our focus is on the fiscal health sentence.
Just to emphasize that it's not a Brookline, these are state legislators representing Brookline, but Brookline is not alone, obviously. And I think it doesn't hurt to emphasize our needs in the context of the needs of basically every school system in the state. Just it's a good reinforcement, and it gives them an opportunity to say we met with our school committee and they emphasized the serious fiscal challenges that they face, and we need to, the legislature needs to do everything they possibly can to support local towns and cities. Yeah, but I think everything that we say, they can go back and use as ammunition.
right, they can say they heard from Brookline School Committee and this is what we're hearing.
Yeah.
We heard from Newton and we heard from, everybody else.
Yeah.
We're in there, right?
Put some pressure. I don't know how much. Again, they're feeling pressure. We know that.
Yeah.
And, the economy is the economy. We don't know where that's going, especially with the cutbacks from the federal government. So any support that we can give our legislators to pressure the state legislature and the governor to continue to increase funding for local towns and cities.
Bob, do you want to, either right now or offline, just find a place to add an additional sentence? I'm open to anything, so.
Yeah, I could do it right after we're done here.
So
Okay.
like either as an overarching number 1 on the page 2, or even as a sort of prelude, or at the end of page 1 after the bullet.
I mean, I think go
Or
down,
wherever you think.
scroll down a little bit. So it says stop. Fully fund special occasion. That's part of what we're saying. Chapter 70, that's what we're saying. Metco, that's what we're saying. It's all, I think in each of those categories, it would be helpful for them to receive a clear, powerful message that the fiscal health and well-being of our communities is at stake. And as a result of that, we need increased funding for special ed, increased funding, Chapter 70, increased funding for Metco. So I would just add that to each of those.
What would you add to each? I'm sorry, what would you add to each?
Just emphasize the precarious
Okay.
fiscal condition of cities and towns. And we're talking about Brookline, so we're not different. We face those
Right.
precarious fiscal challenges also. And I might cite the report that was written, that perfect storm of fiscal jeopardy, that I have it posted on my desktop here, so I can quote from that as well, sort of make a statement that summarizes what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So it has some research behind it.
I
Right.
like that idea of citing that.
That'd be good. Carolyn, I like that you put what the bills are that they're trying.
Oh, well, that was because you or Betsy directed us to to
Yeah,
that ATF summary.
yeah, but I think that's helpful.
Okay, good.
Instead of just saying we need more money, could you just support, not just, but the study of the long-term fiscal health of special ed, which is 430 and 691. So I
And
think.
I didn't know in bullet number 1, the things that are in red, I don't know if we're asking still to 90%. Like I'm just kind of, I don't have full command of what all this means. And then I don't even understand what the last sentence means. We ask that the approved. Oh, I do understand what it means, but I don't know if 37,120 is what we're asking for, or if that's a question for Susan, but I didn't want to email Susan directly.
Maybe
I
I could
thought-
check with Karen Schmuckler and Susan on number 1 to confirm that We have the details right?
That would be great.
Okay.
I just didn't want to overstep and go
Yeah,
directly
okay.
to
Yeah,
them.
no, that would be good. So
Okay.
the circuit breaker reimbursement to 90%, that would be good. That's aspirational, I think.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes. How about getting the federal government to meet their responsibilities?
Well, I know. We'll do
Their,
that.
IDEA was supposed to fully fund special education in the states. How's
Mm,
that?
mm.
Guess that doesn't happen.
Okay, so anything else on here?
Did you mention cell phone stuff here at all?
Yeah,
oh,
number 4.
Hold on.
Sorry, because I'm looking, have
So
my
we
own
get-
Word document open, so I'm able to
We
scroll.
support an effort to require public schools and Commonwealth development.
I think it was Sal.
is it 355, is that?
Yeah, let me double
Yeah.
check. I wonder
I
if
have 2561.
oh,
Well, S is the Senate number. That might be the
Yes.
House number, Suzanne. So I don't know if,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know
that
where I
back
got
up.
2561.
So I talked to Tommy Vitola about this topic,
Mm-hmm.
and he loudly and clearly said to me, "Don't wait for the state to do this."
Well, no, we know
I mean, you
that.
can encourage us to do it, but you need to do it locally. He said that loud. So I
Yeah.
know we've done something, but we probably
Right.
haven't done as much as we possibly could. So
Is that because he
he
thinks the state won't come through or because it'll
he
take too long?
just said it's going to take time.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's controversial up there. And he said, don't wait. He said, who knows? I don't know what's going to happen, he said, with the cell phone thing. Because I was hoping, I said, I'm very excited that you guys are going to maybe, place a cell phone ban in schools. And he says, well, don't wait for us. If you want to do that, school committee should do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we just don't want to mention. So
Right,
I'm,
because it's easier to have that power behind the authority behind us from the state.
No, definitely say that. I mean, I
Yeah.
support it. Absolutely. But
so
I,
on the ATF thing, it says an act promoting safe technology use and distraction-free education for youth, S335, Julian Sayre. I don't know if I'm missing another one somewhere else.
Yeah, I had cell phone, free schools. I just took the note down. I don't
Oh,
remember.
okay.
2561 Senate is what I had,
Oh.
but it's gone to the House. I think it passed the Senate and it's going to the House.
Oh, okay. So this ATF might be old. So
Maybe I
maybe
could do
we
it
should just take out the number and just say,
Well, maybe Betsy could check. Oh, you just got rid of it.
okay.
I don't, I think when we give them a specific number of a bill, I think that is a little helpful to them. I mean,
Okay.
they know what they are, but that means that we know, that we're following or something.
Yeah.
what does full funding of Medco mean? What does that mean?
I don't know. Did you copy that from last year, Carolyn?
I did.
Yeah.
I guess it means to continue the funding. I don't know if I think they calculate on a per pupil basis.
They do, and they provide way, way less than it costs to educate each child. So I might want to sort of be more specific about, instead of saying full funding,
Yep.
I would say, how much does it cost per student in Brookline to educate kids? $20,000 more?
Oh, no, much more.
Much more than that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Metco gives us 5,000 per kid, something like that.
I'd have to look it up. I mean, this is a bigger question because Metco would claim that, it's complicated, right? Like we charge materials fee students, families, a fee based on what we say is the cost, but Metco would say that's not what it is, and it's not costing you anything, and it's on a seat available basis, which isn't true, but it's difficult to it becomes difficult to talk about. That said, I have real concerns about the limitations as I understand them so far on how we can allocate the Metco funds. So I'm definitely all for sort of opening up any amount of flexibility and increase there.
I talked to Bella about that last week about how can we use Metco funding.
Yeah,
And I mean, she knows because she's been involved with this for a long time. She said you have to allocate it absolutely to the Metco program. So we allocate it, I think, to pay Malcolm. Excuse me. But I think there's a Metco coordinator in every elementary school, true?
there is now.
I mean, that's new from when I was there. So each of
Right.
those coordinators, this is in the context of me talking to Bella about budget. Each of those coordinators makes 60, 70 grand a year.
Yep.
And each of those coordinators is responsible for 25 kids K through 8 in each elementary school. So I just raised the question, to me, the
Yeah.
high school Metco coordinator is responsible for 100 kids. So each of the Metco coordinators making the same amount of money in the elementary schools, K through 8, are responsible for 25 kids. And the reality is that kids are in classes for the most part. So I just wonder about, again, this is Bob Weintraub wondering about return on investment. Um, is that the best way to use the Metco funds? And
I
it,
completely agree with that concern. And that's what I'm saying. And again, separate conversation. I raised this question last year and I would be interested in sort of getting more really clear and specific information. Like we were told that the state has become stricter about limiting how much of Metco funding can be allocated to pay classroom teacher salaries. And I don't know how these things work. We haven't
yeah,
had the opportunity to have the conversation. So for me, then that leads to the question of like, okay, well, does somebody push back and say, well, we want to allocate the funds for 20 classroom teachers. And if you don't like it, then I guess we won't take 303 Metco students. Like, I don't know if that pushback happens, but
yeah, I wouldn't go there. But I would I would explore the possibility of flexibility
yeah,
in terms of serving Metco kids. So I raised that question about K through 8 coordinator responsible for 25 kids. I'm saying maybe allocate that money in a different way.
yep,
Perhaps, paying tutors for Metco kids in a school. Um, there's different ways that you can, support kids. I'm not sure that a coordinator, an administrative role,
yeah,
is the most effective way to do it. I'm just raising it as a tangent from this. Of course,
Right, it is. So I think this is a conversation certainly with Malcolm and maybe a Metco person, I don't know. But I think for the legislators, this isn't, I don't know, what do we want to say? Well,
I would say more money and flexibility with the money.
yeah.
and that's
I
why
think
I
you say
added,
that. Yeah, you
just
say
so
that.
you know, Bob, that's why I added in this, we advocate for increased flexibility for district level decision making to allocate the Metco grant.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, so I think that covers what they need to know, how we're thinking about it.
Good, Carol. Thank you.
Yeah,
And which is not to say remotely to decrease the funding or not have the program, but simply exactly what you just said.
right. Increased flexibility.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else on here that we want? You did a nice job, Carolyn. Thank you.
Can you scroll down a little bit more, Carol? Right now I got 4. Keep
That's
going.
it.
Oh, that's all there is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's good. Those are 4 important things.
The buckets, we talked about the buckets.
Oh, and sorry, I brought up just, we did go on an important Metco tangent there, but I was Googling, Suzanne, you're right. So I'm looking at a Senate press room, July 31st, 2025. Senate passes legislation to make schools cell phone free. S2561. So I don't know if my citation of S335 is outdated.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like maybe we should just be more generic,
okay,
even
that's
though
fine.
I agree it's good to cite something, but they know what it is.
Yeah,
I'll,
they know.
for number 4, I'll look to see if I can confirm any bill numbers as appropriate or then leave it general, but I'll make sure it's tightened up.
Thank you, Betsy.
Mhm.
I mean, there are some other bills that, interest me, high quality pre-kindergarten grant programs. I don't know. Um,
How about we can use the Mamdani plan?
there you go.
We should integrate free childcare
I
in
would love that.
Brookline. Do a
Good
pilot.
luck.
Do a pilot. Let's apply for a grant from the state to do free childcare in Brookline. That's a good idea.
It's a good idea. Hmm. I mean, we could just mention, well, I don't know. There's so many things you can mention, but
Do you
high
want to
quality.
do you want to do that?
Do I want that to happen?
No, 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 of course we'd like it to happen.
Yeah, oh.
But do you want to, is that something we want to put into put another bullet in there about free childcare?
Well, we're even there's a bill at Senate 339 and House 687 that's about high quality pre-kindergarten grant program.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm happy to put in whatever and I appreciate obviously the aspiration. I always feel like when we talk about universal pre-K, it's so aspirational as to sometimes almost feel like, oh, why do we even say this? But also I'm happy to do whatever you guys want. So if there's something you want to cite or just put in a general.
well, I would like to still plug for it.
Great.
Maybe not all childcare. Maybe we just start with 4-year-olds. That have. I mean, my granddaughter has it in Santa Monica, California. If Santa Monica can do it,
Wow. Really?
yeah, she has it. She has what they, pre-K for
Free?
4-year-olds.
Free?
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like Boston has K1.
Yes. Well, you know what? My son went to TK, which is transitional kindergarten, because back then his birthday's in November. He was eligible for kindergarten, but they gave him the choice to go to a transitional kindergarten, which is pre-K, and that was free. I think it was a half day.
Because he was older or younger?
Because he was eligible for kindergarten because the date was like December 31st. But many
But
kids,
he was young.
he was young.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, it was a wonderful program at
Because
Pierce.
so many parents struggle with that.
Yeah, as I said,
July.
I don't think it was a full day,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a half day
Yep.
for sure. And it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. And,
Yeah.
he was ready for something,
Yeah.
but he was young for his grade
Yep.
because he was November.
Yep.
And yeah.
How
So,
much does beep cost?
well, it's a little bit of a sliding scale. I mean, I forget what it costs. So there are kids who are free because they have IEPs, and then there are scholarship programs, and then there are full fare. I don't quite know what the full fare is.
Because that's another issue.
Yeah.
I mean, this is about affordability.
Yeah.
I'm in the Mamdani camp.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with Massachusetts for doing more since they have.
Yeah, I think we should put it in.
Great.
So,
Okay.
and in some form. I wouldn't, I don't think it's realistic to say we want free childcare, but I think it is realistic to say we want free preschool.
Right.
So does one of you want to, do you have words you want to add can you come up with phrasing right now, Bob, or do you want to take it
No, I have to,
offline?
I don't want to do it right now. I'll do it,
Okay.
but I'll do it soon.
So just, so that it's Senate Bill 339 and House Bill 687 is high quality pre-kindergarten grant program. Is what they're trying to pass.
Say that one more time, Suzanne. It's
Sure.
high quality
High quality pre-kindergarten grant program.
pre-K grant.
Yeah,
So I can sort of build on that, right?
yeah, I think so. I mean, I'll settle for 4-year-olds. If we could get 4-year-olds free, that would be a step in the right direction.
Yes. Okay, great.
Then we'll work on 3-year-olds, but that's really aspirational.
And what, is that a Senate bill, and Suzanne?
Senate is S 339
339?
and House is 687.
Thank you.
That's in that Federation cheat sheet, AFT.
Okay. High quality pre-K grants.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna, say they're for the gateway cities as well. They should be first, but we also want them.
Yeah, good. It's equity.
There you go. Anything else? I mean, we don't need to have too many because that's, they're
Mhm.
gonna do a lot of talking.
This is good.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Betsy,
Carolyn, I'll send you sort of a sort of a blanket statement having to do with bullet 1, 2, 3, and the one about early childhood grants. You
Would
know,
it make
citing-
sense for it to go to Betsy?
I think so.
yeah, just send it to Betsy. Do you mind, Betsy?
No, that's great. So Bob, you're going to do sort of that overarching language about
Yeah,
the importance of their support for budgets and
I might say, I might do it like as a preface to one.
Yeah.
I
I
like
think
that
Carolyn
idea.
made a note of it maybe going right after at the top of page 2 here. So it really stands out with
Yeah.
the budget stuff. And then you'll send something about the pre-K.
Yes,
I'm going to check with Karen and Susan about number 1 in terms of the special education funding to be sure I have the percents and the amounts correct.
Yeah.
I'll add a bullet up top here about peer school being on budget and on time.
good.
I'm going to check with Susan to see if I can get a dollar amount here for the Chapter 78 increase. I think that's it, right?
So do we want to prioritize the bullets down below? Like we
Hmm.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now.
Good question.
Do we want to prioritize?
Down below, lower, Betsy.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So 1 is special education, 2 is Chapter 70, 3 is Metco, 4 would be 4 would be high quality pre-K grant. Yes, those bills, and 5 would be technology. So for 1, 2, 3, 4, do we want to prioritize them at all? I would say the early childhood stuff is 4 because
Okay.
it's less possible. I mean, I think I'm comfortable with the way they are actually.
The only change, I think the only ones that could flip would be special ed and Chapter 70, but
Yeah.
You're splitting hairs there.
I would do that. I would put Chapter 70 top. number 1.
Okay,
Okay.
because it's fundamental.
It's generic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay, I'll take care of that.
That's a
So
good
1,
idea, Bob.
2, 3. Good. Okay.
And then, so Betsy, you're gonna put this together and then
Yep.
we're bringing it to the whole committee on
On the 22nd?
22nd?
That's
Okay,
right.
okay. And then you send that to the legislators before the 9th.
Yes, they like to have it, they and their staff like to have it so they can, have some responses potentially to our requests, give us an update on where things stand
Mhm.
overall, and then maybe with some of these specific bills.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
We usually have a pretty good turnout of the state people. Sometimes Auchincloss comes or he sends somebody.
Or he joins by Zoom, which I think he'll be doing this year. He will be in Washington DC, so he usually joins by Zoom.
Zoom, yeah, and we let him go first.
Right, because he doesn't usually stay for sort of the state part here, if you will, but
But he's always good to hear from.
yep.
I always like hearing from him. We don't seem to get Markey or Warren. We don't get the ed people, do we?
I do not, no.
No. I mean, we're looking mostly at state, but it would, Be nice if they said something at the federal level, but then of course, they're trying to do away with the education department, so.
Not laughing.
No, it's not funny. It's very sad.
So what I will do is once I get these various pieces, reorganize a few things and confirm, I will send a draft just out to the three of you. You don't
Okay.
have to reply all, you can just reply to me. That way I can just take in any final feedback before we get
Okay,
it to the full school committee on the 22nd.
Great.
great.
So I don't think we need to meet again.
I don't
before
think
the-
so.
No, I think we're good.
Yep.
Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, anything else?
I'll do my writing right now and I'll send it to Betsy.
Okay.
I'll send it to
great.
all of you, actually.
Okay,
And then
great.
we do have new business on the agenda, Suzanne, if anyone has new business.
Oh, does anyone have any new business? Good idea.
Can we advocate the impeachment of the entire
I know,
Republican
I'm sighing because I'm thinking to myself, does it have to be specific to this
New
subcommittee?
business.
I've got plenty of business I'd like to see happen.
You can just refer to my Facebook posts.
Oh, you get lots of feedback from that, or
There's a few cranky people out there
yeah.
who are Trumpies and whatever. They're allowed to be that. What can I say?
And we can, there's a day on the Hill that comes up. MASC does a day on the Hill at state level, so we can promote that as we get. I think that's in March, maybe. I forget when it is.
I think
exactly.
it's usually in May, but
Oh,
I
it could
could be
be.
wrong.
Could well be. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's it for now then. If that's, I will say that I move to adjourn. Do we have a second?
You do it this time, Bob.
Okay. I second the motion.
Okay, Bob, how do
I
you vote?
second the emotion.
I mean, motion. Bob, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
And Carolyn?
I vote yes.
And I vote yes as well. Thank you, team. What a good subcommittee.
What a good subcommittee.
Yeah.
Thank you, and thank you, Betsy.
Yes, always,
great.
always.
We should reverse the S and the T. It should be bestie.
Best.
There you- I like
Best Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.